I hope you're not mega numerophobic, because we're about to set some really big scores in this hacked Mario Kart Tour account. You'll get to see what it's like to be one of the heavy spenders for the low price of absolutely free. This is Whale Simulator. Hello everybody and welcome to the first episode of Whale Simulator. We're going to be taking on the first ranked cup of the Super Mario Kart Tour with some maxed out high-end driver, karts, and gliders. Now before you go claiming that I'm cheating in ranked cup, this account does not actually have the ranked cup mode unlocked. And while the scores in these runs are technically possible, I'm not claiming these as perfect runs or even world records. The purpose of this video is to show what scores are possible with max loadouts, and also give high score tips for these tracks. With all that said, let's go ahead and hop into the first race of the Mario Cup, RMX Rainbow Road 1. The driver I will be choosing is Rosalina Swimwear for her coin box special item. The coin box is the best special item for getting points, and anytime there's a top shelf coin box driver, I will automatically pick them. As for the kart, I'll be using the Gold Cheap Charger. My kart choices will depend on the track layout, and when the track layout does not favor any specific type of kart, I just go for the Mini Turbo. And for the glider, we'll be using the Gold Crane. While coins are useless in normal races, for high score runs they're one of the best. They're already common in first place, so a glider that boosts their chance of getting those will be very handy. Like coin box drivers, if there's a top shelf coin glider, I will automatically pick that. Now let's move on to the actual run itself. I won't show the run in its entirety. If there are any points where there's not much to comment on, I will speed up the video or cut to the next point of interest. First up, I get up a Bomb Frenzy. The Bomb Frenzies are at their most effective when everybody's close together, which is namely the beginning of the race. Speaking of frenzies, you can get up to 3 frenzies per race, so an optimal high score run would involve 3 frenzies. There are quite a few lines of coins on this track, and you can position your kart to get multiple of them at a time. I don't do it quite enough in this run, but like I said, these runs are not intended to be perfect. Now you might be thinking one extra coin doesn't really do much, but it actually does. When you have something in the top shelf that's at least level 2, the more actions you perform, the more points you'll get at the end of the race. So every action, big or small, really helps. And some routes I take in the later courses of this video will be based on the action count. Now that we're on lap 2, the chances for getting a frenzy increased. And then I start a coin box frenzy. Coin box frenzies are not very good when you're airborne. I mean, look at all those coins that I'm missing. I would restart because of that, but this was my first double frenzy run on this track, so I knew I would still get a better score. Now I have no idea what I was doing here. I decided to drift left on a right turn and ended up dropping the combo, but that didn't really matter anyway because we ended up getting a triple frenzy run. And one other mistake I made during this run was that I forgot to use the item ticket. Even though I already had 3 frenzies, some extra points would be nice. And so I finished with 38,665 points. Now bear in mind this account is only level 11, but if it were level 150, the actual score would have been 41,765 points. That obviously wasn't a perfect run, but a triple frenzy run can more than make up for the mistakes. Now on to the next track, SNES Mario Circuit 1R. I'll be using Peach Vacation for a coin box, and here's an interesting kart choice. The Pirate Sushi Boat for the Rocket Start perk. High-end Rocket Start karts give you 80 extra points for the Rocket Start, whereas the high-end Mini Turbo kart gives you 4 extra points for the Mini Turbo. This track is really short and has a gliding section, so we can't do that many Mini Turbos. And finally, we have the Gold Glider for the coins. Now let's begin the run. This track only features 2 item boxes per lap, so in order to get the triple frenzy run, the first item you roll needs to start a frenzy, and you will need to use an item ticket. Now doing that would be very tedious, so my goal for this was to get the double frenzy run. The traffic cones are right next to oil slicks, but you can throw items at them to get the points. I even get a Super Horn Frenzy and glide really low to hit the ones at the end. I end up getting a coin frenzy on the last item box, so in order to give myself more time for the frenzy, I zigzag a little bit on the glider. Luckily none of the opponents were nearby me. So we finish off the race with the actual score of 27,365 points. Now onto the final track, 3DS Shy Guy Bazaar. There is no top shelf coin box driver for this track, so I decided to go with Halloween Rosalina for her dash ring. I could also get similar results with Peach Wedding, but because Rosalina is slightly bigger, it can make it easier to get some of the coins. My kart of choice is the Black Kabuki Dasher for the Mini Turbo, and my glider will be the Gold Swooper for the coins. Now it's time to begin the run. Sometimes I like to use an item ticket at the very beginning of a race. It's risky, but when you get a frenzy, it can pay off. I ended up getting a blooper frenzy, which is okay as long as you're not in first place, but a frenzy helps nonetheless. I take this route through the market area for the lines of coins, thus granting more actions. Now I go to the left here because you can get 5 actions from the 3 coins, the jump boost, and the boost panel, unlike the other route where you could get 2 or 3, maybe 4 coins. Right here would have been a good time to charge up a mini-turbo, because like I said, any action is helpful. I grab as many coins as I can in the glider, and at the end, I hit the patch of dirt to get another trick boost. There's not much else that happens during this run, so we're just gonna speed up to when I get the coin frenzy, which is quite helpful, and we'll speed up again to the end of the race, and we finish with the actual score of 44,350 points. With all 3 tracks finished, let's go ahead and add up the scores. The total is 104,180 points. Now if I were level 150, the actual score would be 113,480 points. So that's gonna do it for this episode of Whale Simulator. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you want to see more from this series, be sure to leave a like, and hit the subscribe button for more. If you prefer that I would do this in stream format, go ahead and let me know in the comments as well. I will also have a poll in the top right corner in a card, and on a recent community post. If you want to see more Mario Kart Tour hacks, go ahead and click on my Mario Kart Tour hacking playlist. With all that said, let's go ahead and end off the video by speaking whale.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you, Dory, for teaching me how to do that.